Peace and welcome to another episode of Behind the Bleeps and Bloops. Today's episode is all about this quote-unquote uncompressed soundtrack of Goldeneye 64. Released on August 25th of 1997 for the Nintendo 64, the soundtrack was arranged and composed mainly by Grant Kirkhope and Graeme Norgate, with the elevator theme by Robin Beanland. Today, we will be focusing on a few themes by Mr. Kirkhope. On June 26, 2015, a YouTube account with the name Video Game Tracks uploaded a video that was 28 minutes and 45 seconds in length. It contained what it claimed to be Goldeneye 007 uncompressed music, Nintendo 64. The description goes on and lists a total of 7 themes. The belief to all of us, the viewers, is that the sounds in the video were actually uncompressed, and when you listen, it does sound very clean, very crisp, and you can tell that a Nintendo 64 could not produce these sounds. Here is an example of the music you can find on the bunker stage on the actual Nintendo 64 console. Here is that same theme as found on what claims to be the uncompressed soundtrack. And here is one of my personal favorites, the action-packed theme from the cradle stage as heard on the console, and its quote-unquote uncompressed version. If you go to his site, GrantKirkhope.com, and click on Music, you can scroll down and find Goldeneye 007. From here, you can listen to these exact same themes. It's definitely better quality, but is it really uncompressed? Before we answer that, we want to look at the other side of the story. One side says uncompressed, and the other side says these are not uncompressed, but actually composed by Mr. Kirkhope before he received his N64 dev kit. So we went straight to the source and asked him what he composed these tracks on. If he corrects us and says he only used the dev kit, then the tracks are uncompressed and the YouTube page is correct. However, if he lists any hardware that is not N64 related, then we know the tracks are not uncompressed and were arranged and composed using different hardware. And I am pleased to say Mr. Kirkhope and Mr. Norgate both tweeted us back. First things first, thank you to both of them for the replies. Then, once you read the tweets, you will notice Mr. Kirkhope said his Roland JV1080, EMU Proteus FX, and with some Roland sample library instruments for the S760. Mr. Norgate said some similar hardware and also added that everyone used a similar setup before the dev kits arrived. This proves without a doubt that these tracks were arranged and composed on different hardware. These are not uncompressed versions. I hope this clears it up for everyone, and this doesn't change the fact that these are really cool to listen to. We get to hear how it would have sounded without the N64 dev kit. I will include a link to the Goldeneye page on GrantKirkhope.com, and you guys can listen to the themes yourselves. The Goldeneye OST is a favorite of mine, from the way they blend in some of the James Bond theme to the way they have some of the same sounds as in the movie Goldeneye. The soundtrack was expertly arranged and composed. I give props to all 3 of them, Grant Kirkhope, Graeme Norgate, and Robin Beanland. The only thing I would change is the fact this soundtrack has never been released for sale on CD or vinyl. I would love to purchase it, but I have heard Eon Productions and Monty Norman are very protective of their IP, and getting this released nowadays would be nearly impossible, so that's a shame. However, we do live in the age of YouTube and the ability to listen to the themes at any time, so it's not the end of the world. And remember, half of everything is luck, and the other half, fate. Last but not least, shout out to gold level patron Bearsona11. I am ICC. Thanks for watching. Peace.